Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and the Knicks get their second straight victory for the first time since late October as the Knicks take on the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road and get the job done on the road with the final score of 96-88. The Timberwolves were without their top three guys, Karl-Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards. All their top guys were out due to COVID. We all know the Knicks had the same issue last week, but luckily we're getting healthy, and we have a lot of people back. We had a full lineup tonight. We had the all starting five. The only players that we're missing right now is Nerlens Noel. Obviously, Derrick Rose is out for quite a while, which is a big-time blow. But the Knicks are at full throttle, and they take care of business. This was not a pretty game. Very sloppy on all fronts. But, hey, a win is a win. We saw a dominant performance from Mitchell Robinson, who's been playing such great basketball as of late. RJ Barrett did not really do anything in this game for the first three quarters, but he showed up when it mattered the most and scored all of his points in the fourth quarter and had a really clutch game in that fourth. Kemba Walker hit clutch shots as well. Alec Burks as well. And yeah, guys, I want to give you guys my thoughts about this game because this was a must-win for the Knicks. Right now, they're on a 4-game road trip, and it is a crucial part of their schedule if they want to get this season back on track. If you look at their opponents that's coming up, they just beat the Timberwolves. We got the Pistons tomorrow, the Thunder, and then we got the Raptors. We have to win at least 3 of these next 4 games, and we got 1 of the 4 already. So now there's 3 in a row that we have to win at least 2 of the next 3, in my opinion. So I feel like this road trip for the Knicks is going to be huge for their season, and I'm excited to see what they can do. So let's get right into the video, guys. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Knicks content and smash that thumbs up button as well if you indeed enjoy this video. So first and foremost, we got to talk about the play of Mitchell Robinson because he is becoming the dominant player that we've all been waiting for this season. It's an interesting story about Mitch because he showed up to training camp in just crazy, I don't even say shape, just crazy physical form. You can see that he put on so much muscle in the offseason. He had so much time to work on his upper body because he was recovering from his foot surgery in the offseason. But the problem with Mitchell Robinson was he wasn't in shape, and he was trying to get back into that rhythm of dominant play, playing above the rim, blocking shots, just being a dominant presence in the paint. And we saw Mitchell Robinson have a little lackluster of energy in the beginning part of the season. Well, right now you can tell that Mitchell Robinson's getting a little leaner. He's eating clean, and you heard that on the post game when he was interviewed by Wally and Mike Breen after the game. Mitchell Robinson is getting comfortable out there. He's playing with joy. He's playing with dominance. I mean, if Mitchell Robinson could play like this at a consistent basis by staying out of foul trouble, cleaning up all that mess in the paint, I feel like he's just an absolute monster, especially on the offensive glass. That is such a big part to his game, and it's such a big impact to this Knicks team to have a guy that can clean up the glass, especially on the offensive end. You know, Kemba Walker throws up an air ball, and it feels like an alley-oop, and Mitchell Robinson puts it in. Same thing with Julius Randle. He put up an air ball. Mitchell Robinson catches it in the middle of the air and puts it in. It feels like a pass, and it's just so great to see Mitchell Robinson dominating all over the floor. So Mitchell Robinson finished with 14 points that led the Knicks, 18 rebounds, 7 of 8 from the field with 2 steals and 1 block shot. Mitchell Robinson is playing his best basketball of his career. He had a dominant performance last week, so he is really getting into rhythm, and hopefully he can continue this because the Knicks are a hard team to beat when Mitchell Robinson plays this well in the paint. Julius Randle did not have a good game tonight, and when it comes to shooting the ball, he had 13 points. He did have 15 rebounds, which is awesome to see. You love when Randle is not playing well, particularly when it comes to efficiency and playmaking, but at least he can contribute somewhere, especially crashing the boards. But he did not play well at all when it comes to shooting the ball. 5 of 20 from the field, 1 of 5 from downtown, 4 turnovers. This was not Julius Randle's night. He's coming off a great performance against the Atlanta Hawks, shooting 6 of 9 from downtown, dropping 25 points in that dub against the Hawks. Well, tonight, Randle was just not in rhythm. You can tell that he was forcing shots and just not really, doing his thing. But the good thing about it is, not a lot of people had good games tonight. I mean, Mitchell Robinson led all Knicks in scoring with 14 points, and they still escaped with a victory. A win is a win. Move on. We got to get the job done against the Pistons. Hopefully, Randle can have a bounce-back game. Evan Fournier, he did not have that good of a game either. He started off hot, had 10 points early in the first quarter, but then he went ice cold for the rest of the game. He finished with 13 points. Kemba Walker, he definitely had his worst performance when he came back from being benched. Obviously, he's coming off winning Eastern Conference Player of the Week, averaging around 25 points per game. Well, tonight, he had only 10 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, shooting 3 of 11 from the field. But The one thing I will say about Kemba Walker is he's a really good orchestrator of the offense. He's a perfect point guard for the pick-and-roll offense that the Knicks are implementing with him. He organizes things. He slows it down. He's a floor general, and that's what we needed from Kemba tonight. And then R.J. Barrett. I talked about him in the beginning of the video. R.J. had a very interesting game. Obviously, he's coming back from COVID protocols. He missed 6 games. He's trying to get into rhythm. He doesn't have his shot yet, you can tell, but R.J. Barrett went scoreless in the first 3 quarters. But when it mattered the most, Tom Thibodeau subbed him in with 5 minutes left, and R.J. Barrett scored 8 points in those 5 minutes, hitting a crucial shot in the corner for 3, driving to the paint, hitting all the shots in the fourth quarter to finish with 8 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and a block. You love that from R.J. Barrett, not having a good game, but still having the confidence and the will to win late when it matters the most. So you love to see that from R.J. Hopefully he can get into rhythm and gain that confidence back, because if you guys remember, R.J. Barrett was on a really good stretch of games right before he went on the COVID list. So hopefully he can find that confidence and get into rhythm like he was right before he got COVID. And when it comes to the bench, Quentin Grimes led the bench with 31 minutes. That's a really good sign. I know that Knicks fans, including myself, want Quentin Grimes to get so many minutes, and he did tonight. Quentin Grimes is an absolute sharpshooter. He deserves to be on the court as much as possible, and he's also a great guy when it comes to perimeter defense. He had 31 minutes with 11 points, 2 dimes, 2 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal, and he was 3 of 9 from downtown. He just chucks him away. I mean, the confidence that he has in his jump shots is so refreshing for a rookie. Reminds me of Immanuel Quickley last year. He just lacks any fear. He's a guy that goes out there and wants to shoot the ball. If someone's in his face, it doesn't really matter. He has that beautiful looking jump shot. He probably has one of the best jump shots I've seen on the Knicks in a while. Just in terms of fundamentals and form, he's just so good when it comes to just catch and shoot opportunities, quick release, high point, and he gets it to go. He did not really shoot that well from 3 tonight with 3 for 11, but hey, he's a volume shooter. Keep chucking him up, rookie, because they're going to keep falling, and he plays with high energy on defense, and he is someone that's going to get a lot of minutes with Tom Thibodeau if he plays the way that he's been doing the past couple of games. If you notice, Evan Fournier started the game, had 24 minutes. Quentin Grimes came off the bench at 31 minutes. So Tom Thibodeau, he's not going to just give all the minutes to the starters. If someone's on the bench that's playing with more energy, you're going to get the role. And that's what Quentin Grimes had tonight with 31 minutes. Alec Burks had 16 minutes with 7 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. He had clutch 2 3-pointers late in that game. Taj Gibson always giving you good minutes off the bench. 7 points, 6 rebounds for Taj Gibson, backing up Mitchell Robinson. Obi Toppin only had 10 minutes, but he dominated in that 10 minutes. I mean, I don't want to say dominated, but he had 7 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 of 3 from the field, and including a 3-pointer, which you love to see from Obi Toppin. That's the one thing he's been lacking so far this year. But I really wish Obi can get more minutes out there, man. I feel like whenever he makes a subtle mistake, Tom Thibodeau pulls him out of the game right away and puts Randall back in. He has such a short leash on Obi Toppin. It kind of frustrates me. Obi should not be playing only 10 minutes, especially when Randall's not really having particularly a good game. Like, Randall looked gassed out there, not going to lie. Like, he looks like he was trying to get his way through the game. And Randall led the team with 37 minutes. Like, Randall does not have to play 37 minutes. Like, let Randall play 30 minutes or even 28, 30 minutes at least, and then give Obi Toppin at least, like, minimum 17 minutes of play. I mean, every time Obi's on the court, the Knicks play with different energy. Like, you guys know that. You guys know how good Obi Toppin is. It's frustrating as a Knicks fan not really getting to see Obi go out there and do his thing because of the minutes he gets. But in time, he will thrive. And then Immanuel Quickley had 14 minutes. His first action after being activated off the COVID list, had 6 points, 4 assists. His only 2 field goals were from downtown. They were really timely as well. Immanuel Quickley, if you guys remember as well, the game before he went on COVID, he lit it up against Houston. So it's a good sign to see Immanuel Quickley back, because he's a big-time part to the bench unit, providing that spark offensively. So that's my recap of today's game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was not particularly a good game for the Knicks, but a win is a win. Dominant performance from Mitchell Robinson. They struggled really poorly from the free throw line, but we're not going to talk about that. They need to hit their damn free throws, because that was definitely frustrating to watch. But the Knicks defeat the undermanned Minnesota Timberwolves, a game that they have to win on the road, and then we have another game tomorrow that we have to win. Feel free to comment down below your thoughts about the game. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and like the video if you guys enjoyed. I appreciate all the support on Knicks Media. It means a lot to me. Hope you guys had a happy holidays, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let's go Knicks. Peace.